Hey everyone, how's it going? As per usual, I'll wait for some people to come on and I'll get started. And we're in my Bitcoin Ascension chair. Yay. I'll have to check with Elaine to see how sales are going in the UK. I know Tom was supposed to do a live today. I think he must have got caught up with stuff, and so I'll check in with him. And knowing him, he just bloody forgot. So so I'll have a chat with him. And it wasn't anything like earth-shattering important or anything like that. Just stuff we want to get organised. So I think I'm very sure he talked to David Clark, and I'll see if I can catch David awake. It's again thinking about this. It used to be. I used to think, what time is it in the UK? And now I'm thinking, what time is it in Australia? And it's like the opposite way I used to do things. So a bit difficult to remember what time's when. It was easier when I was in Australia. It's not so easy now. But no, it's all good. Oh, dying. One thing I've noticed over here is a lot of people like suffering from the heat. It's been very hot, apparently, in the UK. And I say apparently because as an Australian and living in Brisbane, I don't feel the heat like the people in the UK would, because they're used to a much colder climate. And these people are so damn hot, and they're feeling like weak, and like they have to keep the fluids up. And I'm thinking, sort of like a winter's, like a nice warm winter's day in Brisbane, it got to 23 today, which is rather warm for here. But of course, over in Australia, that's not really that warm. So. I didn't want to appear condescending or anything like, this is nothing. It's because I come from a hot temperature, so all the time. I mean, we probably average around about 26, 27 degrees most of the year round. And we can even still go out in like 30, 35 degree temperature. Although 35 is getting a bit hot and everything. But I'm walking around sort of, it's not that warm, and everyone else it's really, really hot. So it's interesting. I love learning new things and talking to people about their experiences of what sort of heat they're feeling. And I must admit, when it's cold here, because I was here in November, December, and it wasn't really the height of their winter, but it was cold. The one complaint I had was my ears were freezing, and I felt like they were going to fall off or something like that. It was shocking. But I mean, I got used to the cold a little bit, but then again, I wasn't here when it was like sub-zero. Because in Brisbane it never gets really below zero. There might have been some rare cases, but you're lucky to get past 3 degrees at night in winter. And here they were having that for like a maximum, so I found that very cold. But I was lucky. I was over here and it was sunny days every day during the winter, and I must bring the sun with me every time because it's been sunny ever since I got here. Again, and in Brisbane it's been raining, so sorry guys, my fault. I stole the sun. But yeah, so why I'm talking about this is because it comes down, I'm talking about experiences, experiencing new things, experiencing different things, and sometimes they can be really, really scary, and sometimes, you don't really get where it's coming from, you don't understand it at first. I've come to Wales, and Stacey says hi everyone.
Hey!
See, there you go. I've come to Wales, and there's a lot of different stuff here. Totally different, totally new. The different way they do things. They still drive on the correct side of the road as far as I'm concerned, because that's the way I drive. But there's a lot of different things here, and it's a bit confusing, and not scary. Well, a little scary, because I'm not really entirely sure. If I didn't have the people over here who cared about me like I do, a person coming straight off the boat, so to speak, not knowing anyone, this would be a very scary place. Well, any country would be a scary place because you just don't know, and there's no one to really tell you. So, like tomorrow, I've got to go down to the doctors to register at a doctor. In Australia, it's a lot different. I mean, you still register and everything, but you can go to any medical centre you like. Over here, it's not really like that. And their medical is different over here, and the housing is different. The temperature is different. The way people talk is different. It's all different, and it's a bit scary. As I said, if I didn't have people like Terry and Stacey and people like that in my life over here, it'd be a very, very daunting prospect trying to work out what I have to do. Even the electricity is different over here in terms of how it's done, because you can do it like via mobile, via stick. Over in Australia, You click on Origin sort of thing or something like that, and every 3 months they send you a bill and you pay it. It's not something that runs out, unless you don't pay your bill, obviously. And I think it's called pay as go. I think we do have it in Australia, but it's not something I've ever encountered. So why I'm talking about this is with business and things and opportunities that come up. When you're first new to something like, say, Bitcoin Ascension, for example, it's a good example because we all know Bitcoin Ascension now. The new people coming in don't know really what it's all about. The people who've been around here for 6 months, 5 months, know exactly what it's all about and what we're trying to do and what we will do. So we're comfortable with it. It's like our climate because we're used to it. Now, the new people coming in, they don't understand the climate. They don't understand the people. They don't know the people. They don't understand the language. They've come from places, other opportunities where there was not much communication. There was, some nasty stuff might have gone on, and the program didn't last. You know what I mean? So the places they're from, didn't last long, and now they've come to a new place, and they're used to places not lasting long and them having to move on, like they're nomadic. So coming to this new land of opportunity, so to speak, being Bitcoin Ascension, they're not sure. They're not sure whether it's going to last or not. I worked a lot with refugees many years ago over in Australia, people coming from Bosnia and Kosovo in Serbia with my father. And at the church we had a lunch. Now, the refugees who were there, nice people, families and all that sort of thing, and displaced family, they practically ran me over to get to the counter to be able to get a meal at the church luncheon, not understanding that there was plenty of food. We weren't going to run out because they come from a place where it ran out. And if you didn't hurry, you starved. And they're mainly doing it for their children. So they didn't understand that it was a land of plenty, being in Australia, where there's plenty of fish and coleslaw and bread and things like that. And that's what Bitcoin Ascension's like. We've got a lot of people coming from bad opportunities and who've been treated badly sometimes, and they've come to this opportunity and they're seeing that, it's not like the other opportunities. The matrix is, obviously, it's like any other matrix. What really makes a matrix is the people that are involved with it, and that's what we are at Bitcoin Ascension. I hope I'm not losing anyone here. I just want you to get the analogy I'm trying to create with new people coming in. They're not sure. They don't know the climate. They don't know what we're like. They don't understand our language, so to speak, which is open, giving, and wanting to help. A lot of people aren't used to that, and they will back away from that. Put the defences up because they've been led down the garden path before, by people saying, "Don't worry, I've got the perfect place for you," and it's built over a mine shaft or something like that. That's how they're used to being treated. And they come here and they see how genuine the members are and everything like that. I'm not saying, they're seeing how genuine I am, but they're seeing the genuine, how the members are, the commenting and things like that, and the positivity and things, and they're trying to get their head around it. So with new people coming in, asking questions, and what you might think are, gee, that's an obvious question, right? To them, it's not. Or to them, they've asked these questions before in other opportunities, and they've never been answered. So they don't know the lay of the land. They don't know what they have to do to be able to survive in this new place. So we're here to show them how to do that. And some will embrace that. People like Rocco, who's embraced it, and Kristen, he's embraced it, and I was talking to Clive earlier, and he's 110% behind, no matter when it's that we relaunch and everything. He's so excited and loves what we're doing, even though we're still fixing everything. He's excited all the things we're still bringing in. The fact that we are thinking about bringing stuff in, even while the matrix isn't working properly right now. I mean, people can still register and all that sort of thing, but so with the new people, lots of patience, okay? Remember, you were new once too, in many opportunities, not just Bitcoin Ascension, and think how you were treated in other opportunities where the admin could have been a bit on the militant side, or there wasn't a lot of communication, they didn't know who the owner was, or the owner was a Facebook profile and that was it. It could have been a fake one, that happens a lot. Well, that's why I do the lives, because you can fake a Facebook profile, but it's hard to fake a live, and especially when so many people in here actually know me personally and have met me. People like Chrissy Stevenson met me for coffee. Terry Phillips has known me for 9 years, and everyone loves Terry. And Terry's awesome. and she's a lady who doesn't do opportunities but has embraced the admin role so beautifully, and is there to help. And Juliet, who will do video calls with new people so they understand the lay of the new land that they've come into. So I hope everyone got that analogy. I just wanted to get that out there because of my experiences here. If I was alone, I would be having a hell of a time, and it would be a very, very scary place. But because I have someone to back me up, people like Terry, obviously, to help me, even when I ask some of the dumbest questions in the world, and believe me, I've asked some really dumb ones since coming here, just electricity alone, or even pronouncing some of the Welsh names, like Pontywydd, which I can actually say now. See, I'm learning the language. That's what we're doing for new people that come here. Because if they don't get the communication and that they do get here, they're going to be so scared and so lost, and they won't know what to do, right? And they become defensive, and they can even become negative. And so we don't want that, do we? We want people to have the truth. Even if it's not for them, we still want them to know the truth of what we're all about. And if it's not for them, that's fine, And we send them on their way to their next promised land, with a hearty handshake and a wave and a smile, because there's no point not liking those sort of people. I mean, not everything's for everyone. So, but yeah, so I thought I'd bring up that analogy tonight because I thought it was rather important. And again, thanks to the people in Bitcoin Ascension, for the new people who are coming in, getting plenty of explanations, not just by admin, who love doing what they're doing. And you may say it's their job, but as I said, they're just members like you, and they're just going that extra mile because they wanted to, and I can trust them, and so they're doing a great job. But remember, they're just like you. They don't have any extra benefits really, except maybe getting some extra positions, sort of thing, because of the work they're doing. But they don't get paid earlier than everyone else or anything like that. So, but a lot of people who aren't admin are helping these people. In Clive Anderson's been amazing. Chuck Shadduck has been amazing. Mandy, you name it. I could give you a whole huge list of people helping people. So it's fantastic. And these people are probably a little shell-shocked at how giving and how communicative we are, and how happy we are, even though the matrix isn't working right now. It's not like set up properly yet for the relaunch. And the people are still positive. My God, this doesn't happen. That's why they're a bit shocked. It doesn't happen. Every other program I've been in, when it's hit trouble like this, it's gone. It's basically gone. The owners are genuine enough, and they try and get it back up, but everyone leaves. No one would promote it, because they don't want to look like an ass. Sorry for the word, but they don't want to look like someone who's a moron. But with Bitcoin Ascension, because we're not just all about the matrix, we're all up to something much, much bigger. And the matrix is only the first step. That's why people are still positive about Bitcoin Ascension. That's why they're still promoting, and that's why people are still joining every single day. People are joining Bitcoin Ascension, and they're coming in and saying this is great, and they're joining, and a lot of them are knowing that the matrix isn't even set up properly yet, the new one, and they're still joining. That's fantastic. That's people with belief that we're doing something right, guys. We're doing something really, really right. And I hope by now, many of you have been with me for a lot of months. Yes, we're waiting for the matrix. And believe me, I wish it was ready a month ago. You know what I mean? I'm in the same boat as you guys. I don't get paid until it's up and running too. So, as I've said before. But the positivity that's been around since the beginning, and your belief in me, which is very humbling, to be honest. I'm saying the other day to someone years and years and years ago, I could walk through a room and no one even knew I was there. I could walk in wearing a Ronald McDonald outfit and no one would notice I was there. That's how insignificant I felt all the time. Now, I walk into a room, everyone turns around and says hello. I walk down the street in Wales, I don't know half the people. And they all say, well, actually, they don't say good day because I say good day. They say, all right, all right, and I go, okay, that's the way, that's your greeting. See, that's different language, so to speak, in terms of greetings. And people are friendly and smiling and stuff like that, and I feel a lot more confident about myself. But years ago, I didn't. I'd tell people, this is going to happen if you do it this way. And they go, no, it'll be right. And then they do it their way, and it all collapsed like I said it would if they did it that way. And they said, I should have listened to you. And I got a lot of, I should have listened to you after the fact. Always after the fact. No one ever paid attention to me. Not that I wanted to be paid attention, I just didn't want them making mistakes and getting hurt. And of course they made the mistakes, they got hurt, and they go, oh, I should have listened to you. If I had $1 for every time I do that, man, I'd be a millionaire, I'm sure of it. But now, people are listening to me, and it's a lot of responsibility when people do listen to you. So always know what you're talking about. I talk about my experiences in marketing. It doesn't mean I'm always 100% right. There's always special cases, you know. It's like talking about people. You can pigeonhole a lot of people, this sort of person, that sort of person, but you can't do that to everyone. There's always individuals out there. It'd be hard to pigeonhole me because I think I'm in a few pigeonholes, you know, stuff like that. So, but yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. I'll find out from Tommy Boy, and if he did do his live because he forgot, I'll send someone over to give him a smack bottom because I can't do that anymore. So if you want me to get him to get someone to go over and give him a smack bottom, you know, hit the like button, so I know, and I'll find out why he wasn't able to do a live. But you know, I've got some laughing faces. Don't think I would. Trouble is, he'd probably like it. He'd probably go, yeah, yeah, smack my bottom. He's a funny man. I miss him very much. I was doing the video call with him yesterday and talked to him again this morning, my time. And he goes, "You're up early." I said, "Well, you know, I'm always up early." But I'm actually getting more sleep now, guys, so don't nag me. Okay, that's it for now. I saw a few people say, "Oh, well, don't show us the new thing until it's done." But we're going to make sure that we have some of it up and ready. And then if we know we're going to get it done within the next few days or the next week even, we'll be able to show it to you before it's launched, so the members know, because I don't think anyone will be able to copy it in time, because it does take time to build what we're doing. And I think you're going to love it. It's going to make everyone's lives a lot easier, and opportunities for many members, I'm hoping. So that's the only secret, that's the only hints I can give, but it will create opportunities for certain members. And not just admin, I'm just talking about certain members. So you'll understand it when I show it. So I'm not really teasing, I'm so close to just telling you. It's driving me mad because I trust all of you guys, but unfortunately there's a lot of other people over there who just want to hurt you, and I won't allow that. So you know why I don't tell you. It's not to be an arse, it's to, you know, protect you. It's not even about protecting me and Bitcoin Ascension and saying it's mine first. It's protecting you guys so you get the maximum benefit out of anything I introduce. So, and I think you all understand that really, really well, because no one's had a go at me about it, really. No, not to my face anyway. Remember, if you do have a problem, if you really are upset about the way the matrix isn't done yet, message me. Most of the time I'll answer. Sometimes I'll get so many messages I don't catch up with them all, and I'm doing other things as well, so I won't always catch up with messages. It does take me days to get through. Poor old Rocco, I think he waited about 3 or 4 days before I got back to him. But I love what his dream is and everything, and I love hearing about the dreams. He told me about his experience with stuff in the past, and he says, "You don't need to hear that." And I said, "Yeah, actually I do. This is how I learn as well." As I said, I'm no mastermind guru that knows everything. You know, I'm not a god or anything, or a demigod or anything like that. I don't know everything. So you're giving me your experiences in life and in business and things like that. I learn something every day, and I love it. I love learning anything new. Really, really do. I even been teaching Stacey swear words in Serbian. And she's learning something new too. And I learned them off my dad when he was fixing the car. So that's how I learned swear words. Because he didn't know how to fix the car. Oh, I love my dad. I only speak 2 languages, really, English and bad English. My dad spoke 9 languages. So, and he could swear in every single one of them. He was very clever. All right, guys, I'll get going and keep on keeping on and keep the faith, because, as I said, we're not going anywhere. I'm still here. I'm still, you know, findable. Don't worry, I'm not doing a runner. And anyone who's hating against Bitcoin Ascension, just ignore them. It's just sad for them that they have to be like that. And don't think for a second that 4 or 5 people, you know, complaining on Facebook about Bitcoin Ascension is going to close it down. Right? That's not going to happen. Okay? A real company does not close down. Otherwise, like World Vision and things like that, the philanthropists of the world, Trumpy, you know, Gates, and people like that, all have haters. All have like thousands of haters, like maybe even millions of haters. They're still there. I mean, Donald Trump's a president, and he's got a lot of people that hated him. He's still president. You know, you don't have to listen to those people. That's your choice. Remember, it's all about choice. You don't have to listen to people. If some people are saying something nasty or wrong and they don't want to listen to reason, It's Facebook. It's your Facebook. Get rid of them. Block. Done. All right? You never have to worry about people like that. They really can't do you any damage if you're doing the right thing. Okay? All right, guys. Love you all very, very much, and I will see you again tomorrow. And onwards and upwards, as someone said, I think it was Mandy said to me, onwards and upwards. That's the way it is. We're here to stay, and it's very, very exciting, and I'm still just buzzed every day. I can't wait till we relaunch, but so many things I want to bring in as well. That's why the relaunch is so important to me. And we will. Simple as that. Your money's not going anywhere. It's still sitting there, waiting. So, once we've got it up and running, bang, off we go. It's, you're not going to lose anything by keeping faith. And if you don't keep faith, the thing you have lost is your faith. And that's, never doubt yourself, and never doubt us. We're here to stay. Your money will always be there whether you love us or hate us. So you still get paid. So, but keeping the faith keeps you in the light. And I've seen a few people go to the dark side, so to speak, and it's very sad. So we're not going to do that here, okay? We're all about the light, and we're all about achieving and succeeding and helping the world at the same time. All right, guys, I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.